we are back. That very fast break there. You know, just like those fast breaks we see in American television.
Or
we have no
not.
commercials over here. Yeah, you know. We have no commercials over here ever.
I discovered recently the brilliant American TV show Cheaters. It's great. It's amusing. YouTube recommended it to me one day because I watched Steve Wilkos something or other, and it was amusing. Everything's amusing.
The Big Bang is the only thing I watch.
The Big Bang's pretty good, but the show that people never seem to be aware of is a show called Archer.
No, don't know it.
See what I mean? It is incredibly funny. It's on season 4 now, possibly the end of season 4 now, I believe. So, you know, go find all the previous stuff. And at first you watch it and you're probably, obviously the first episodes of any season or of any series isn't going to be like the most spectacular ever. But once you get into it, it is incredibly funny. A lot of witty humor in it. And I am being told that I need to relay a message to the great Jonathan that we do not have LFS sound. So we might want that.
You will as soon as I start uploading the previous part. It takes me a minute.
Okay. So as we're circling around here, Sean for Team Virus Pro is leading the race with 2 hours and 5 minutes to go. After that is Mikko Merluto. Probably pronounced that wrong, but he's my teammate, so he doesn't care. And then after that is our lead car and amateur, which is also Team Virus. 3rd overall. And then the quiet, awesome people of this race, it's what they're officially named, is Savage Sim Sports in 2nd. 2nd in amateur, 4th overall. And then rounding out the top 5 overall is the possible surprise 3rd place in the championship, Conquest Racing.
Why would that be a surprise?
Because they were
so far
40.
Behind.
Yeah, they were over 45 points back going into the race, and yeah, since this is a 1.5.
So they've taken
race.
Genuine Racing's podium.
Exactly. Genuine Racing. I mean, they got the pole. They had the possibility to win the championship, and now they're going to finish 4th, it seems, in the championship.
So basically, Genuine Racing only needed to finish in a half decent position to take 3rd. Is that correct?
Yeah. All they had to do was most likely just finish. Yeah, pretty much. And and then they had to beat Virus in order to beat them in the championship, because them and Virus were pretty much tied. I think it was a 1-point difference. And then NX were like 48 points up or something like that.
So pretty bad luck then from their side.
Savage Sim Sports Amateur that I was just speaking of. The surprise awesome people of the round have just pit. It looks like he will keep 4th position. Gunzelman back in the car for Core Pro. Last time he was in the car, they were leading the race.
Now that that bit of business I had to take care of is taken care of, you should have your Elvis stream audio back, and I'm back for now.
Yeah, we have a, well, it was probably a battle beforehand, not anymore. But looks like Core Pro has passed Team Rock Racing Amateur for 6th overall.
You may need to refresh. Mileage may vary.
Okay. So Deco, who has been most outstanding driver for 2012, in your opinion?
I don't pay attention.
Improved team?
I stay unbiased in these matters, son. Phil may be more inclined to share an opinion. I don't.
I don't know. Virus have come around pretty nicely.
Yeah. I'm going to say Virus and Genuine, I'd say, are the two standout teams for me. You know, obviously INEX were always going to be at the top anyway. But those two teams have improved a hell of a lot.
Alan Tershitz for Genuine Racing Pro 2 has just timed out. But it didn't really matter because we're not looking at their car, but their car that you see now is still driving, and that's because Bert Knops is behind the wheel. The car we were looking at before was Ben Keogh in Core Amateur, which has just technically passed Bert Knops because Jinnar Racing had to pit. I just realized saying Jinnar Racing, is that right? Saying Jinnar Racing? Or, yeah, no, it's not right because it's Genuine Racing. Yeah, exactly. I could say Jin Racing. Say Jin Racing. I'm sure Dom would probably love that. All those years that NX was pronounced wrong.
What? You mean INEX?
Yeah, NX, yeah. I'll say Jinnar Racing.
Incest Racing, isn't it?
Alright, Sonic Realism.
Oi. Oi.
And don't you spell Sonic Realm Sonic Space Realm?
Oi. Oi.
These are matters of utmost importance.
9th, 10th, and 11th are actually somewhat close on track. Somewhat close.
Yeah.
At least within like 15 seconds or so. But so far no one's catching on nobody else. However, I might be speaking ahead. Ben Keogh's driving over a second a lap faster than Jared. I'm sure Bert Knops is going to be the fastest out of both of them.
Two hours to go.
Yep, less than 2 hours to go here. I'm just flicking through cars now, so everyone gets to see their car on stream sooner or later. Dom wanted to tell me the list of names that Genuine Racing, aka Jinnar Racing, aka Jin Racing, have been called. And apparently GNR racing is the least preferred. As I say that, Team Virus Amateur make a pit stop, which I believe might be relinquishing their top spot on the amateur. Oh, no, actually it will not. They will retain the lead position after their pit stop and keep third overall. Also, no driver change. Oh, wait, might have a problem here. There was supposed to be a driver change, but there was not. Be interesting to see if he pits again and swaps drivers. And also, going on the lines of weird team names, I got a message from a member of this team to call currently 4th place, 2nd overall, as Savage Sim Sports, but now they are called Sausage Sim Sports.
That's not officially, so they don't get called Sausage Sim Sports.
I mean, I had a member of their team just message me and tell me that it's Sausage Sim Sports. You gotta remember, they're secretly awesome for this race. They're doing a great job. So they're allowed to be called whatever they want to be called. If they wanted to be called Flapjack Racing, then we'd have to call them Flapjack Racing.
They would have to officially lodge the change with the administration first. Otherwise they'd get penalized.
Alright, now the leader of the race, which is, as we all know, Team Virus, who is missing their pit stall like 3 times. They have just pit. As you've probably seen on the right of the screen, Mikko Mariluto for NX Racing has passed him. And basically the thing is that Sean's going, or actually switching, James Peace is going to be in the car. Team Virus is going to have to do at least 1 more pit stop. And depending upon what happens with NX Racing, I believe they're only going to have to do 1 more pit stop. If they have to do 2, it's literally going to be the quickest pit stop in the history of the world. It's going to be literally a stop and go, but I doubt they're going to do that.
You know what this is kind of shaping up to be if that happened?
I don't know.
That one MOE 24-hour race with, what was it, the 08-09 season? With,
where
Lowe
Johannes
was in the same
Schirilla
situation?
and Johannes Schirilla and Ray Mooney. Yep.
Yeah. And Schirilla got the drive-through coming into the pit lane.
It's because he popped a tire.
And Ray was very sportsmanlike, according to that.
Yes. That was one of the great battles. But see, it's hard to
I overslept for work that day.
Yeah, it's hard to remember those battles nowadays.
I believe on Passo's YouTube channel, that moment's in one of his MOE videos that he's got on there. By the way, Oscar Hardwick has made a Facebook status which says, "Casual stand around in the comms box with Radio Le Mans today during the European Le Mans series. Really awesome." For those who don't know, Oscar Hardwick is kind of in with the Sim Raceway people. Oscar is doing some commentary with him, and Oscar has apparently bagged an interview for tonight with the legendary John Hindhaugh.
That's not lucky at all.
Okay, Deco, for people who don't know, who is John Hindhaugh?
Do you not know who John Hindhaugh is?
I don't know who he is.
No.
You guys are joking, right?
No. Is that the bald guy?
Seriously?
Is that the bald guy? something. I don't know.
Okay, you know Wilco, right? You know
don't
Wilco,
show.
right? You know how Wilco commentates on races, right?
Screams like a little girl. Yeah.
Yeah, and you know how Wilco's voice sounds, right? You know, since Wilco's
Like a
a
girl.
Magnum Spec. Basically, John Hindhaugh is Wilco in the real world. John Hindhaugh is like the best known voice on the Radio Le Mans cover. Then again, I wouldn't know Welsh and Scousers to be very educated in anything anyway.
Cheers, mate.
I can't believe you don't know who that is. Well, anyways, yeah, he's to me the main guy of Le Mans, and yeah, he does American Le Mans series as well. How the heck do you guys not? Anyways, point is that Oscar's a very lucky person.
This guy because he's posh.
Because he's from Oxford.
He's got this interview with this guy because he's not named Jason Matthews.
No, it's because he's trying to be, well, I don't know, trying to be, I think he already is, I'm not sure yet, but commentating for Sim Raceway. And I don't know if you know, but like, for example, when you see Audi, like for Le Mans or anything like that, you'll see a Sim Raceway thing. And then also Radio Le Mans, I believe, is sponsored by Sim Raceway as well. Well, since Oscar would be commentating for Sim Raceway, he gets little privileges, I guess you could say, or little rewards.
It's pretty big deal, and well done to Oscar. He deserves it. He's a nice guy, very nice guy.
I really wish though it would be Wilco that would get this, because Wilco and John. Well, the reason is that Wilco and John sound exactly the same, so it would just be hilarious to have both of them commentating at the same time and you couldn't tell them apart.
I hope you didn't catch my little turn 1 mishap on stream.
Thankfully, no.
No, we didn't because Phil was away, but I talked about it very well.
What did you say about me?
I gave a nice description. I said you're dumb and you shouldn't have done that in the first place, you pillock.
Oh, I expected worse.
Don't worry, James just had a nice drift. James just had a nice drift through turn 1, so it's all good.
Our pit strategies are going to be the same for the last stint, it looks like. You guys brought it back to the hour.
Oh, but I thought we were doing it wrong.
You are?
Nope. Well, technically you guys would have had it if you didn't get stuck in the sand, but...
So before we get too long in the tooth with anything else, we have someone else with us to hopefully stay with us for the last hour and 50-some minutes. Dominik Engel is now with us. Dom, how are you?
I'm here, but I think that counts most, doesn't it?
Hello, Dom. Long time no speak. How are you doing, mate?
I'm fine.
Excellent. Nice to hear from you.
I'm fine. I'm happy. Well, I'm not really happy. I don't have to drive.
You never sound happy.
I'm not getting paid for sounding happy, so why should I put the effort in?
Jason, I thought you quit smoking.
So
Yes. What? Who? Where? Why?
No, never.
Dom, bit of unfortunate luck for the championship contending genuine racing car.
A bit, just a bit, yeah.
Must say that it was cracking racing up there with the three of you early on.
I don't know.
What happened to cause the flip?
Emin happened.
Something.
69 Alamarash off at the exit of turns 5 and 6. His bus has got some hot rear tire. Anyway,
Dom,
sorry.
Just say that there was a tire in the middle of the track and it launched you. We're not going to look at the replay, we won't.
I don't even know what happened. I barely paid attention.
Honestly, I was looking at the Gen R number 2 car, who is directly behind it, So I believe it was Alan driving at the time. So Alan will be able to describe it perfectly. But yeah, next thing I heard was someone sliding on their roof. So I'm not really sure what happened myself. Just so everybody knows, 3rd, 4th, and 5th, you can probably maybe see them on screen. They're all together.
They're pretty close,
So,
yeah.
all within 10 seconds or so.
Now,
But
Turkey,
yeah,
you asked me a little earlier. Oh, go ahead, Dub. Sorry. Go Dub.
Well, yeah, the flip thing, I think, probably just unfortunate mistake, which is, well, a shame, you know, everyone prepared really hard for this race. Everyone in the FZR team as well. They had problems even before the race. Ram got ill. I
Is
think
Guzman spinning?
I think we actually trained
He
from
was.
the evening of the last race to this one constantly, almost every day. So.
He's a lucky dog.
Yeah, well, it's probably one of the last GT1 endurance races we'll do, at least in the first half of this year. So it's a shame, but there are more championships coming. We'll just do better than those.
So you're still racing yourself, Dom?
Of course. That's what I'm best.
Dom never quit. Dom never quits. He still practices every day. Race all the time.
I actually did 12 or 13 stints for this in XR and FZR.
What?
And I didn't even practice from Monday to Friday this week, so yeah.
Don't you get
I
bored?
I would have been prepared, right? No, don't get bored. Why would I get bored? It's fun.
I did 10 laps and then I rolled over in Eau Rouge and I thought I had a practice. But thankfully I'm not racing.
What are you, Jack Cedric, for rolling?
Well, you know, it's just, you start off and you're only doing the 20s off the start. And you get upset with yourself because you know you should probably be doing like 19s or something like that. So you try to just push the limits and next thing you know, you roll.
Yeah, I know that song somewhere. Although I gotta say, I think the uphill chicane is the place I made the least mistakes in practice.
Oh, the final chicane that's where I make the most mistakes, and everything else, in my opinion, is easy. Even though Rouge is not that bad, but the final chicane I will never, ever be able to get right in any car. Absolutely. I'd rather change that than the KY3 chicane.
But it is wrong as a
wish it was
as
just
a racetrack. It's just not right. It shouldn't be there. It's like
yeah,
KY2,
it should just be a simple bend.
the KY2, KY3. You know, where you have to put all those stuff in. Brutal chicane. To
KY3.
make the corner correct. It's wrong.
Oh yeah, that too. That should just be a fast bend, and that's because if that was a fast bend, you'd come off the oval at a ridiculous speed. You'd go through those two right-handers, which at again would be a ridiculous speed, and then you go straight into that hairpin. It would be epic.
But it's the way it is pure luck. If you make it, you have to take it fast. You have to take it fast. There's a good chance. Well, there's a 30% chance you'll kill your car, which is wrong.
Well, I don't know. I don't know. The chicanes in LFS are funny, anyways, because it's like, yeah, all drivers will surely always drive in the center of the track. Never think about cutting.
No, never.
Yeah, sure.
Hey now,
Line, no
speaking of cutting, did you watch WTCC? I think it was last weekend. That was like the most cutting I've ever seen
That was,
in a real life.
Oh my god.
Only saw Tom Chilton crash.
But the fact of the matter is, I mean,
is that Max Chilton's brother?
Probably a better driver as well.
yeah, but it was basically, you know, if you have all four tires on the inside of the curb, then that's just crazy. But I mean, if they're doing it in real life, why can't we do it in sim racing? It's just the fact of the chicane and sim racing just is not.
You can just watch
It's really.
the videos of the old DTM, original DTM, and the way they went through the chicanes on Hockenheim, or the through over the curb on the Nürburgring. They just, oh well, there's a curb. I could shortcut you in this. Bam.
Okay, my remote's gone. Is anybody else's?
Server's still up.
No, mine's gone as well.
LFS World is gone.
Right, yeah. I was getting word from somebody else that it's down as well. And the forum. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Don't sweat it. Don't sweat it. Let's not think about it, guys. You know what's funny? I think Deco has basically made NDR events so popular that people like to DDoS during them. I think you should take that as a compliment.
S3's being released.
Oh, yeah.
Dom.
Yes?
Don't.
I haven't done
Even if
anything.
S3 wasn't released, Dom would be fine. He would still go about LFS the same exact.
Still use S2.
Which is. Yeah. He'd still be really dedicated no matter if S3 came out or.
I think the worst in quotations amount of dedication I had were for league race last year. It was the reverse with XR, where I did over 800 laps of practice. To then misjudge turn 1 and lose the lead and then be crashed.
Did you win?
No, I came 12.
So basically, don't practice.
I came 12 because I outbraked myself in turn 1 and then got hit off into the gravel and lost a minute. Yeah, always be dedicated.
I can't do. Yeah, I can't practice that much. It hurts me inside if I.
That's easy.
Now on stream
alone.
right now is
Someone
Savage vs Conquest, by the way. Just if you guys just want to have that on for when something happens. Conquest is slowly catching back. And hello, you can beep your horn. You sausage sim sport driver.
I remember that. I remember about that time I was, I think, doing like 4 stints a day to LFS card to XR, no problem. Well, I don't think LFS card will have me this year, so nah.
This is really strange here. Get a load of this. I'm watching where people are actually searching for the drivers that are in this race on LFS, and it says, for example, Miko is not online. James Peace is not on. However, clearly they're driving. Server is still hanging in strong, which we're about to have a battle for position here. Conquest pushes wide thanks to the slipstream. Their tires look pretty equal in favor of Conquest, however.
They've pretty good tires, and R2 should come in handy, and that's kind of in this stage of the stint.
Ask Deco why exactly he has number plate with 500 servers on it when we're kind of not using it.
We were on 500 servers for the first round, and I just didn't feel bothered to change them.
I made them.
That too, I didn't feel bothered.
Same as our skins, we're still advertising 500 servers on our skins, I think.
I'm still on there. I didn't pay attention.
Oh wow, he let him go. Oh no, he didn't. Goik just overshot.
Ooh, now they're side by side. Down into the chicane.
Goik will go for it. Goik will go for it.
Ereva will have to. Well, he won't.
Turbo lag.
Yeah, massive turbo lag. Didn't get it at all there. I mean, Conquest has been in third, so You know, they're obviously going to be a little bit quicker. What I'm surprised at is, I mean, Savage Sim Sports, Sausage Sim Sports, Sewage Sim Sports. They're leading this amateur. I'm not even joking you. I got a thing from Martin Capel, who's driving in that car, or not at this moment, but has driven in that car this race, of a picture that is Sewage Sim Sport. But yeah, they're leading this race now for amateur, and they're doing a really good.
Samage Sim Sports work as well.
Oh, a lot of things can work. Now he just has to hope that he doesn't drop back enough to where Team Virus and their amateur car catches up. Field is really spread out otherwise.
Wouldn't be surprised if we still see some battles in the final hour, like in the final 30 minutes. Usually always works out that way.
Yeah, would be great if so.
Always two people who trip over each other, doesn't matter how long the race is. I think James just had a little bit of an off coming onto the back straight.
Yep.
There was a lot of dust.
He's been doing that a lot.
Yeah, our car doesn't seem to turn off the exit of that.
Well, I mean, in GT1, your car just, anyone's car really, you just, I don't know, you anticipate it or you feel like it's going to easily make the corner, and then just at the end it always seems to washboard. I don't know what it is about that corner, but it's very deceiving.
It's much easier the other way around.
Yeah. Just imagine if the final corner was just like a simple bend, and then if you did this track in reverse, oh, it'd be so lovely. Even something like AS5 in reverse with that bend. Oof. That rush up to the hairpin, that'd be epic. Man.
I think the chicane is magnificent, as it is.
Yeah, you're full of crap. You're full of crap, honestly. I know you're not telling the truth. Now I'm wondering, this is probably being looked at, but I'm wondering if people can join her, because no one's actually joined the server in quite a while. I'm looking for the 54 car. Will need to pit probably the next 5 laps. Other than that, everyone's tires look. Oh, like James Peace off again. It's back on. James, stop honking your horn at us.
I have to say in FZR that was probably my favourite corner. Next side was actually okay. But in FZR I made sure there isn't too much grass in that corner.
I was never too much of a fan of it just because trying to pass somebody down the back straightaway, but you'd always get messed up right there. Oh.
Either that, or you get like a pass that's so easy, you're like, nah. It's the person in front of you made a mistake. only to those two scenarios usually.
So maybe we should get somebody to test join the server to see if anyone can actually join the server.
No, you can't.
Okay. So?
Says host not found on master server.
Huh. So I'm guessing, That's weird.
Why did I disconnect?
Sorry,
Not sure.
I was meaning for somebody to join, not leave. So
Leaving
Deco's
works
probably
quite
talking
well.
it over now. Yeah, leaving works
quite
well, but yeah, the joining part was the problem. Yeah, the 54 car is going to have to pit relatively soon. There's 90 minutes remaining in the race. Not sure what's going to happen here.
Things. I think there will be cars and they'll drive around the track.
I mean, technically, whoever's left on the track right now can just pit and
Finish a race.
not
yeah.
do a driver swap. Yeah. It's not too much to ask, it's only one more step.
The only problem would be if someone's already done 5 stints. Guess that could be an issue regarding the 45% rule.
Yeah, that could be a problem. I'm sure there'd be leeway on that though. Technically, if I had if NX had the problem, I'd just switch names, take the drive-through penalty, and drive.
No, it's not it.
Sure, there's going to be something soon here. Getting word that the master server might be picking up some hooks, so maybe this will come back on.
Be quite handy. Especially for the stick breeding program, because they're running out of tire res.
Yeah, those tire pixels are going.
No, that's the service.
Yeah, that left front of for the 54 car. Is it going to make it probably 2 more laps for sure?
Well, they're not. I'm not. Well, something like that actually. I wouldn't say they're in danger of blowing a tyre very soon though, unless they're locked up. Oh, and there's a car spun on the last chicane. I think it's
that's
Savage. That's 56. There's Virus, and well, there we go. That's the lead change in amateur.
Yeah. Oh man. Talking them up so much, and then that's pretty much, well, the first mistake I've seen from them. Going back to the 54 car in case something happens.
Yeah, that's a wall. Got a bit loose there off that left-hander, touched the grass and, well, touched the wall.
Yeah,
too much damage
right
done.
side control arms.
Seemed to be quite even though. Thing is just how that will behave with a fresh set of tires. It's gonna be fine for now.
Yeah, this car's most likely going to have to put the slow out, I would assume.
I think he's got no other choice if he doesn't want to drive around on 3 wheels, or 2.
Yeah, it's just, if this race gets red flagged, and it took 25 minutes, for example, to fix everything, then we only have like an hour.
I don't think it would take 25 minutes, probably would take 5.
Well, it just matters how the master server is. We don't know.
If it's up and working, then we probably wouldn't take long.
Yeah, 55 minutes. He doesn't have a driver change.
People can't join, then all the drivers just do an extra stint, and then the rule about 33% doesn't count. That way you can finish the race.
It's just gonna compliment 54 on the Morgan Aero 8 spec front end. They seem to have gotten rid of that by repairing their damage, so it was a bit too much for R2, R3.
And I'm watching Savage Sim Sports here to see if they could catch up to Team Virus, the lead in amateur, see if they can come back. Looks like their tires are better, so that means they probably have less fuel. By the looks of it, they can make it another 20 minutes on that stint, so they all just need one more pit stop.
And the XR you can make over 1 hour quite easily anyways. Tires shouldn't be an issue, wear-wise at least.
Virus amateur time of 19.42, and Savage Sim Sports with a 19.61. It's not looking good there for Savage if they want to catch up.
No, I think
this.
they're not that far away from each other pace-wise, so yeah. Probably just gonna swap lap times and not change the gap at all, I presume.
Yeah, I'd like to see him get back up there, because if this race continues, that last hour, they're most likely going to put either Chong or Pierre back in the car, and both of those guys are really fast. So it'd be cool to see them try to catch back up to Savage, if Savage is able to get by now. Let's see this lap here. Looks more in Savage's favor. 19.26 and 18.9.
Pretty much the same difference with the lap before, but the other way around. So
Exactly.
we're just gonna swap lap times.
I don't want you to be right though, because I want it to be a nice battle.
Well,
I want to
don't
see
know.
a race, Dom.
races. So mainstream.
So, official word is that the inability for new drivers to connect to the server is known. The situation is being monitored. However, continue the race until further notice. So, no type of stoppage, no delay, anything like that. Just keep driving.
Also, advice for anyone
the
who needs
best.
to pit stop: just carry on your stint. Just go back out and do a double stint.
Yeah, pretty much.
Remote's gone. Forum will not connect to a new thread or anything like that.
Yeah, we're good. Don't worry, server's good. Not one hiccup yet. I think Victor's been changing something up to prevent servers actually going. Obviously, connecting to them is still a problem, but he's preventing servers from going down somehow.
Oh, and drive through for
61
Ben
car. Is he
Core
actually in the pits
anchor.
right now?
Yeah, he just sped in the pits, trying to enter the pits, obviously.
And the servers have died, it looks like.
Hey! Welcome to the quadrillion. I think it's the 6th red flag of the season? 5th or 6th?
Oh wait, no, the server's. I see red flag. What do you guys see? I see a Savage Sim Sports car
I see a
going
lot
into
of
Eau
cars
Rouge.
in a
I see
lot of weird
71
places.
car just spectated. 77 just spectated. 71 just disconnected. Jonathan Palmer just said do not spectate. Slow to a stop. 58 disconnected. Yeah. I don't think they're actually disconnecting. I think they're losing connection. 56 just crashed on my screen. Something's happening. That's for sure. Mikko Mariluto is crashed into a wall in the final corner.
And he seems to be
updated
quite
his
stuck
controls.
There. Oh, well,
he could have just like kind of reversed out. He's trying to mount. Wait, why would he just reverse?
Surely he could reverse now, because he's away from the wall.
Reverse.
Red flag all, red flag all cars, if possible, to start or to red flag line, pit entry and exit close.
Well, to be honest, if anyone watching who considers R-Factor a better simulator, we've just come closer to your simulator by having way more server problems than we had in some past times. It's like R-Factor endurance races do.
Yeah, I was just talking to the leader. Okay, well, was the leader, Mikko. Apparently, when the server crashed, his game completely locked up, so he had no idea where he was going.
Same with James.
And he ended up in the...
I think the same happened to everybody.
Yeah, I saw that Savage, for example, had a crash as well, but some people did.
Looks like both the core cars somehow escaped unscathed.
Yeah, the 66, for example, is perfectly fine. Conquest is perfectly fine. This is weird. Sonic Realms. Sonic Realms is perfectly fine. Yeah, so I guess it only hit some people. I know my game froze, but... James Peace has a lot of right front damage, but I think that was already there.
I think, well, that's... Well, if the session's restarted, that will be gone anyways, but I guess we're gonna see what's gonna happen. Something's gonna happen. That's for sure.
Yeah, I got a message that basically came from Victor in a way that the servers were being attacked. And it's happening again. I think. Yep. It's weird actually. When this is happening, I can see quite a few cars, but then I can't see all of them. Some of them are lagging out.
Yep.
This is a distributed denial of service attack that is being directed at the Live for Speed servers. The developers are aware of that. There's really nothing they can do to stop it. Race is abandoned. Race is abandoned.
So, in short, there will not be a restart of the race. If you didn't understand that.
Correct. Race is abandoned. Negative restart. Negative restart.
Oh well. Bit of a shame, really, because that robbed us of a few battles we could have seen in our last hour. But I guess things are as they are, so. It's the first race where Gen R2 doesn't win thanks to red flag.
Looks like our annual hackers have returned.
Annual?
Yeah, don't you remember servers getting DDoSed every year? All the most full servers, and it looks like it's happened to
I don't know.
every
I
server.
don't know of any. I don't know. I don't really know what's going on there, so can't really make a comment on it. But the situation now is as it is. It's a shame the 12-hour race is a 10 point whatever hour race, but well.
Oh, forums have returned. Server has not.
It was fine. I was in the bat. Oh, hey.
For anyone still watching the stream, the rollback point will not be determined tonight. Going to take some time to determine whether the rollback point should take place before the massive timeout when the denial of service attack got very severe, or about half hour, 45 minutes before the massive lag happened when the first master server downtime in the last hour occurred, to determine whether or not we should just roll it back to before people could reconnect to the server. So there will be some consideration taken into that. We thank everyone for participating. Anyone who's still here in the commentary box, if they want to kind of give their final thoughts,
Server's back.
maybe get someone from the, if we want to get someone from the provisional champion in X Racing team to talk about it, other than.
Server's back. Apparently, we have a driver saying chat is closed. Yeah, maybe I'll go see if one of them want to talk about it.
Did everything start going down when Hellenic Racing started disconnecting?
No,
No.
it was well after. And the server, some people think that we're just going to restart the entire 12-hour race. Obviously, is a joke.
Why not?
Yeah, great idea.
Because we might not win next time, so let's just end the race now.
Goddamn sand.
That was really professional, Sean.
What was with the next pace?
because I wasn't driving.
What are you talking about?
For everyone on stream unaware, Deco wanted an interview with someone from NX Racing, so the whole team has been brought up.
Maybe we should just let Simon rant about politics for 30 minutes, and that's it.
No. Simon's only done, what was it, one race this season, or was it two?
Simon hasn't raced this season, has he?
He has.
He did Westville.
He has.
Oh.
He raced with me.
Yeah, true.
We were professionals.
Should do an interview with Nico.
Isaac, you can rip my setup now if you want.
I'm alright. I think I'm going to drive LFS for a while. You know, you almost had me fooled. You know, I thought you weren't going to fuck it up for once, and then, pardon my language.
What's the language?
And then, you know, you can't keep a scouse out of the dirt.
Hey!
Yeah. This whole interview thing isn't going too well. It's just basically me trolling Sean. Someone should ask us questions or something.
I was expecting Jonathan to ask you guys questions. Obviously, me, I'm, you know, part of the team.
Expecting too
so
much.
It's kind of.
Will you do the interview then?
Yeah, clearly, I was biased toward the team the entire race, just like Sean was biased toward Virus. So it was a good little battle between me and him the entire race.
Like Virus.
What was? All right. Let me ask you this, guys. What was y'all's strategy going in during every safety car? You guys would just pit while Virus would stay on strategy. What was that like?
Well, basically, it was just
was there a reason you guys?
That we were able to extend our stint, so we just took the safe car because we would barely lose any positions, if any positions at all on track when we pitted. So we just took it safe and pitted and hoped to extend it to the end, which we were able to do.
Yes. This was my reasoning for it, but Sean said that is actually losing time and making your stints shorter.
I failed math. I didn't realise that 5 minutes per stint would actually gain you the time back.
Fails at maths. Well, it happens. It happens.
Well, I failed in math at school. I got it back, like.
That was a fantastic savior, though, on the pit wall there. I wonder if Jonathan Palmer here has anything to ask you guys.
No, I'm working on getting a semi-inaccurate provisional result going. Just kind of talk amongst yourselves.
Okay, alright, I got some questions to ask then. So, as we all know, in roughly, I don't know, is it like 8 hours? Less than 8 hours? The Formula One race is going to be going on.
Shut up.
So I want to know, starting with, we're gonna go in order here. Who is going to win tomorrow? Simon?
There are only two things in this world that I want to die. That's LLM.
I just want to know, who do you think is going to win tomorrow? That's all I want to know. Just name a driver. That's it. That's all you have to say is one driver name. That's it.
Schumacher.
Okay, Schumacher's going to win tomorrow according to Simon. Timu, who is going to win tomorrow?
Gimme.
Okay, Isaac?
Hamilton.
Maddie?
Gimme.
Who's
Nico?
Maddie? I thought you drove for Virus.
I think my quote says it all on the TeamSpeak, or the description that Simon's made for me.
I didn't make that. You put it yourself.
Okay. Okay, so
Which
you want
for
Grosjean to
others
win?
Grosjean is my favorite driver, so yes, Grosjean.
Oh, okay. So you want Grosjean to win? That's fine. I know Simon does too. It's okay. Robin,
Lotus
who would you like?
to win.
Charles Pick is obviously gonna win.
Okay, I like Robin's pick. Sounds probably the most plausible. Sean, do you have anybody you'd like to?
The rest are going to win by 2 laps.
Oh man. Yeah, I would just say Massa.
Being realistic, Massa, yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Massa.
Being realistic, Roman Grosjean is going to win, definitely.
We're trying to extend this, so I guess F1 talk is a good. I mean, NASCAR is starting in like 15 minutes. If you guys want to talk about that, of course.
Nobody cares, Phil.
Okay, good. What else would you guys like to talk about? How was your season? How did you like these server failures? How did that fall in line with your season?
It's the first time all season that a server has failed, and it's actually helped us.
And you know what's really that I feel really upset about is that Virus have not won a race in GT2 or GT1 World Series, and I guess that streak is going to continue. Sean told me that earlier. I did not know that. And yeah,
Sean just couldn't handle the pressure of winning a race. That's what happened.
No, I thought I'd try like 188 into turn 1. It worked until halfway through when my left rear tire couldn't handle it.
Now I know that you guys, I'm pretty sure, won the amateur class. Does that count as a win?
No.
Or have you guys?
Well, not for me. Or we can change it to pro cars never win.
Okay, so you never won the overall race.
No. But I mean, our amateur car got fastest lap of the race.
Yeah, I mean you can go with that. And second fastest is your pro car, which is 100 faster than the NX car. So there you go.
Congratulations.
At least on pace, you had like the best pace. It's good for like future races if you're gonna do any, I guess.
Oh, we are. I mean, obviously start is not bad.
The most upsetting is probably, you know, Junior in Racing, who DNF'd, finished 18th, then went from possibly winning the championship to 4th in the championship.
It was the longest 12 hours watching a race of my life. Like if I ever like any bit that I watched, it just took forever. I'm glad it's over.
I know that feeling. Yeah.
It's your fault for being too slow to drive.
Yeah. You know, it's just ridiculous that we've had to suspend so many races because of server issues. It makes it not about the racing. It makes it about just going until the next time your server crashes.
I think we should just do smaller races now.
Falls collateral victim to another server being attacked.
I think we'll see another update soon.
There's no idea. I really have no sufficient idea why the LFS servers being attacked would affect our server. It shouldn't happen that way. There may be something that isn't known about with the recent update to improve the netcode and everything in the multiplayer system. That'll have to be looked into, I presume. So, yeah, I think I think it's kind of good that we have a few weeks without any events. The next real event NDR should have, I think the May 4th is the first booked date for LFS Kart and everything. So right around then should be when we do events again. So we have a couple weeks to just rest and see if things get sorted. I would like to congratulate NX on their championship. well earned, even though you've tried to throw it away several times to this.
Clearly, it's just the service crashing hadn't helped.
Yeah. Provisional results I'm not even going to go through because I haven't decided when I'm going to roll back the results to, because when the massive lag happened right around the 1 hour to go mark.
You can roll it back to when I was 30 seconds ahead of it next. That'd help.
No, not that far. What I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to figure out when everyone stopped losing the ability to connect. And it could possibly be a rollback to beyond that. So it could be a 25-30 minute rollback, because it was about 20 minutes from the time the master server first went down the second time today that we had disconnect. So I know when that happened, so I'm going to have to find where that was in the race time to figure out where to roll back.
If nobody timed out because of it, then you could just roll it back to where before that the Savage team pitted, because that's like the first thing that happened that was sort of unfair. Because they couldn't send in their second, their proper driver.
It's going to be what I do tomorrow, probably. So, results as they were at the time of the red flag. We had NX Racing first, Team Virus second, Conquest Pro 11 in car 11 third, fourth was Virus, Savage Sim Sports 1 in fifth, sixth was Court Racing Pro number 1, Team Rock Racing 7th, Sonic Realms Racing 8th, Stig Breeding Program AM 9th, 10th Green Angus Racing 2, 11th Genuine Racing 2, 12th Car Racing Amateur, 13th Green Angus Racing, 14th Infinity Esports Amateur, 15th Savage Sim Sports 2, 16th Scuderia Gas Racing Team, 17th Hellenic Racing Team. 17 cars of the 21 starters finished. DNFs, Genuine Racing, ASEX Motorsports, Last Lap Motorsports Bus, and Merida Racing Team. I'd just like to thank everyone who participated in the entire season. First GT1 series in a good first major GT1 series in a good long while. I think everyone seemed to have enjoyed the racing in it. All other things a little less welcome, but I think on the whole, decent season, good racing, good challenging for most of the championship positions, but a lot of us.
God save Margaret Thatcher. Oh wait.
Margaret, what?
I have no idea what to say now.
Yeah, I could also just say
Margaret Thatcher, the best Prime Minister.
On behalf of myself, I've enjoyed watching the series of the season so far as well, even though I didn't drive, and it seemed like this was pretty much the most competitive GT1 I've seen since the old MOE days. So all the drivers and all the teams did a really good job this season, picking up their pace and making it a really interesting season to watch. Even though, of course, these things are really boring to see when they happen and decide a race like this, but overall I think all our guys can say that they had a lot of fun, I think.
But, yeah, good to hear. I thank everyone who's tuned in throughout the season for all of our many hours of racing, especially those who stayed with us through the small hours of the 24-hour race back in February.
Cutter.
Been with us through all these delays. It's been fun enough to admit. I think we can safely say we can do this again. Hopefully without all the grief from the server issues. But again, I'd like to thank, let's see if I can name off as many of the names as I can. Joe Letterello, these are in no specific orders. Admins, Joe Letterello, Jonathan Provost, Matt Kingsbury, Michael Booth, Chris Ford, Stu Baker from the safety car, Timo Hinian, Phil Diaz has helped us a bit, Ben Keogh helped us a little bit with adminning. Commentary, of course, Phil, John, Tommy Osgard, Chris Wilkinson, Chris Ford, Oscar Hardwick, Stephen Martin, Dominik Engel. I think Mira Roddy gave us a little bit of help every once in a while. Thilo Falkenberg, of course. I know I've probably forgotten a few names. We've had so many people help to make this a great season. It's, I can't do it by myself. I do need everyone to help. I actually do appreciate it, even though I suck at saying it. But, congratulations, NX Racing. We are sorry that the racing and the season had to end this way, but that for everyone who's been with us this season, for everyone who's joined us this season, I'm John Palmer saying good night.